Welcome to the Revolution of You podcast, hosted by Casey Dittmer, an award-winning creative entrepreneur, international speaker, wife, and mother who is passionate about igniting a revolution of evolution. On this podcast, she'll be throwing grenades with refreshing, unfiltered conversations that are raw and nothing short of life-changing. So buckle up, Buttercup, because nothing is off limits here. We'll be exploring life, business, shaking up old beliefs, and having the needed conversations that will empower you to grow into the best version of yourself. Are you ready?
Hi, welcome to The Revolution. I'm sure that you're wondering, who the fuck is this girl? What does she have any business telling me anything about anything? I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. I am just a person who is wading through things day by day, through the mistakes, through the missteps, but also learning how to accept the wins, big or small. And so I feel like maybe these conversations could help us prevent other people going through our pains, or gosh, the power of knowing that there's other people going through the pains. I don't know about you, but it feels very lonely out there sometimes that you're the only one going through things, that you're in Crazy Town. I live in Crazy Town. Pretty sure I'm the mayor of Crazy Town. And knowing, or at least thinking, that maybe somebody else is feeling the same way that I am or going through the same things helps me feel like there's hope and that it's going to get better and that I'm not messing everything up. It helps me find grace for myself. I'm terrible about giving myself grace. That we're just doing the best that we can. And so that's what this is. This is conversations with each other, sometimes for just myself, reminding myself that we're going to make mistakes. We're going to have unexpected outcomes, and that's okay. Let me give you a little bit of history about myself so that you at least know a little bit before you start listening to me talk about random things. I'm a wife, married my high school sweetheart. He is my rock, my partner, truly my partner in life, business partner, life partner, best friend, trouble partner. We have a really good time, but there have been really hard times, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into the ugly that no one wants to talk about, that, gosh, when you start a relationship when you're 18, you are not the same person when you are in your 40s, and you go through not just one, but multiple evolutions. And we're going to talk about that. But he definitely is the driver behind all the things that I do. I have 3 beautiful children. I have 2 teenage boys, and then I call her my universe baby. She is a 5-year-old who definitely runs the house, runs the world, and a lot of the things that I'm trying to do or learn now, I hope that all 3 of them, but especially the little girl, can kind of latch onto and maybe not have as many rocky roads as what we have had. And besides that, I'm a creative entrepreneur. I started a portrait studio nearly 20 years ago. We started it from nothing, truly nothing. There were times when we were scraping change out of the couch to feed people. We have lost our home along the way. And I'm very open about that because I think that when you listen to someone and they paint this picture of everything was bubblegum and unicorns, that's a bunch of bullshit. It's very hard to relate to. I'm telling you, we have been at the bottom multiple times. Expect us to hit there again. How can we not when you're taking risks and doing things? But we pushed through. We went into survival mode. We did what we had to do to pay bills, to grow, to take care of the kids, ourselves. And it taught us a lot of lessons along the way. But we started this company and built it. It was also, because I'm a glutton for punishment, right when digital and film was transitioning. So people were saying that the day of the brick and mortar studio was dead. Everyone was going to digital. And I like to say kind of, well, watch me. Let's see what we can do. And we've built a very successful portrait studio in Western Colorado, one of the biggest ones in the nation. We do all kinds of stuff. We're creative. We're fun. I have a wonderful staff and team, and very thankful that I do what I love. But I've learned a lot of business things along the way. I didn't have YouTube. I didn't have, even Facebook in the beginning. So there wasn't all these resources, even conferences or things like that, that taught me some of the really hard lessons of being a entrepreneur, a small business owner, self-employed, all those things, a creative mind trying to make money. That's a whole nother topic. But we've learned a lot of things. And so we hope to talk about that through this podcast as well. I eventually started teaching and speaking on an industry level. Again, a whole topic for multiple probably podcast episodes. But I love the exchange that I have with people to see those aha moments, to help them find their strength as a creative, as a business owner, just as an individual. It really fed my soul. And so I dove into that, started speaking, teaching, traveling, and I really got hot and heavy into that. And it led me down a path where I was filling empty cups that I didn't know that I had with ego, with numbing, productive numbing, which we will talk about, to distract from the shortcomings that I felt as a mother, as a wife, as a homemaker, my imposter syndrome on a business level. I just hid that with work and more work and more work. And I became a raging workaholic. And because of that, was blinded and lost my way a little bit more every year, every month, every step of the way, with opportunity, with partnerships, with ways that made me feel good and seen on an ego level, but definitely distracted from all the other aspects of my life. And one day, I had my professional life take an unexpected course change. At the time, it was devastating. It was breaking. I didn't know where to go from there. And looking back, so thankful for that. Everything for a reason. I know at the time, you just want to sucker punch the person who tells you that. But truly, it was for the best, and very thankful for whatever universe powers took me in that direction. But it made me reflect hard, and it started me actually on a completely breaking everything down to a baseline. So my professional life took a grenade, and then about a year later, my very patient, loving husband raised the flag and said, look, no more. You cannot continue to sacrifice everything for the name of the greater good, for other people, for other reasons. And we've got to do some changes. And so we started together a hard, long journey of rebuilding our marriage, our family, which also led to essentially a completely rebuilding of me. There were very dark times, I call it the black hole period of my life. And I have to be honest that I'm not fully out of that yet. I joke that it's like a Facebook status with your relationship. It's complicated, is how I would describe my professional life. But my personal life is so much better, still growing, still changing, still evolving. And it has led me to so many aha moments, realizations of why I was doing things, factors that are out of our control that we hold on to, belief systems, especially being a female entrepreneur. Look, I'm not saying guys don't have uphill battles and work hard when they're trying to start their own business or being successful in their industry, but let's be honest, it's different when you're a female and you're trying to blaze trails, be an innovator. You have to do things differently. You pay different prices, and you are expected to do things in a certain way that don't serve you, don't serve your family, don't serve even your own business. Anyways, I'm rambling, but the conversations that we're going to have, I want to open your mind and your thought process of just maybe pausing and thinking things differently. Or it might not resonate right then, but later you'll be like, aha, I see it. There it is. And that's what this podcast is. It's let's get uncomfortable. It might piss you off. It might make you cry. It might hopefully make you laugh sometimes too, but I just want us to grow together, not just me talking at you or our guests talking trying to shame you or to tell you you're doing things wrong, but hey, let's stop. Let's break this cycle of mindsets, of doing things, of habits, and saying, how can we start a revolution for all of us, male, female, whatever, whoever, the individual who wants to grow, wants to be better on both a personal, professional level, family, sex, money, happiness. Let's just talk about the shit that we all need to talk about, but nobody wants to talk about. And that's what we're going to do here. So thanks for joining me.
Thank you for joining the revolution. Don't miss any future episodes by subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to become an agent of the revolution at revolutionofyou.net for exclusive content and to submit your questions and ideas for discussion. We would greatly appreciate you rating us and sharing with others who could benefit from joining the conversation. Thanks for tuning in. Talk soon.